In the wild world of communication, building trust is all about one magical skill: responding instead of reacting. Reactions? They're like a cat in a room full of laser pointers, chaotic, unpredictable, and often leading to a mess. Responses? Think of them as a warm hug from a teddy bear, comforting, reliable, and just what the doctor ordered. Let's dive into two scenarios that show how this can build trust in personal and professional relationships. First up, the reaction scene. Picture a character at work sitting at their desk when their boss walks in with a serious look. "This report is a hot mess," the boss declares, arms crossed. Instant reaction. "Well, you're a hot mess." Cue the awkward silence and a trust level that plummets faster than a lead balloon. The boss stares, and the character feels like they just stepped on a landmine. Trust? Out the window. The character's heart races, palms sweat, and suddenly, it feels like they're in a courtroom drama. The boss's eyebrows raise, and the tension in the room is thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Now, let's rewind and hit play on the response scene. Same character, same feedback. This time, they take a moment. They channel their inner zen, take a deep breath, and respond, "Thanks for the feedback. How can I make it sparkle?" Suddenly, trust starts to bloom like a flower in spring. The boss feels appreciated, and suddenly, teamwork is back on track. The boss smiles and says, "I appreciate your willingness to improve. Let's work on it together." So how does this affect trust? Reactions can lead to misunderstandings, eroding trust faster than a kid can eat a cookie. One minute, everything's fine, and the next, it's like a soap opera. Drama everywhere. Responses, however, create clarity and empathy, building trust like a Lego tower, one block at a time. Here's where it gets interesting. Humans have these amazing things called mirror neurons. These little brain cells help people automatically mimic the tone, pitch, and body language of others. When someone responds positively, those mirror neurons kick in, and suddenly, everyone's on the same wavelength. It's like a trust-building dance party where everyone's grooving to the same beat. In personal life, reactions can turn a simple "who left the dishes" into a full-blown family feud worthy of a reality TV show. Imagine a family dinner where the question is asked. The reaction is immediate. "Not me, I did them last time." Suddenly, everyone is pointing fingers, and the argument escalates. "You always leave your stuff everywhere." "Well, you never take out the trash." Responses? They can turn that same question into a lighthearted chat about who's on dish duty this week. "How about we take turns? I'll do the dishes if you promise to stop leaving your socks everywhere." Now the family is laughing and trust is strengthened. They're working together instead of against each other. In professional life, reactions can derail teamwork quicker than a squirrel on caffeine. Picture a team meeting where someone suggests a new project. One team member reacts, "That's a terrible idea." Suddenly, the atmosphere shifts. Trust is shattered, and collaboration is out the window. Responses? They build stronger relationships and enhance leadership, creating a trust-filled utopia where everyone shares snacks. Instead, the same team member could respond, "That's an interesting idea. What if we tweak it a bit?" Suddenly, the team is brainstorming together, and trust is solidified. So, what's the key takeaway? Reactions are impulsive and emotional, like a toddler on a sugar rush. Exciting, but messy. Responses are intentional and thoughtful, like a perfectly brewed cup of coffee, smooth and satisfying. Choosing to respond and instead of react builds trust and strengthens connections, like a trusty sidekick in a buddy cop movie. But how can one practice this art of responding? First, it's essential to recognize the moment. When faced with criticism or conflict, take a deep breath, Count to 3. This isn't a race. Next, consider the other person's perspective. What are they feeling? What do they need? Finally, respond with intention. Use phrases like, I appreciate your feedback, or let's work on this together. So here's the challenge: pause, reflect, and choose your response. Because building trust through communication shapes the world around. And who wouldn't want to be the trusted friend or colleague everyone turns to for advice or snacks? Let's create a more trusting world, one thoughtful response at a time. By practicing this skill, relationships will flourish, misunderstandings will diminish, and trust will become the foundation of every interaction. So the next time a situation arises, remember, reactions may be quick, but responses are what truly build bridges. Let's embrace the power of thoughtful communication and watch as trust transforms lives, one conversation at a time.